News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, several individuals are arrested for check fraud. A ribbon cutting is held at the Valley's Edge, and Petrick Park is filled with chili lovers. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 9th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The Nye County Sheriff's Office SWAT detectives, deputies, and animal control were on scene at a residence off Upland and Arapahoe Streets for a search warrant that was served regarding a possible forgery and theft ring. This past Saturday, the Nye County Sheriff's Office SWAT deputies and detectives served a search warrant at 461 Arapahoe Street in reference to an investigation concerning check fraud. The investigation initially began November of 2014 when deputies were dispatched to a local casino in reference to a report that one person by the name of Diane Lake had cashed a fictitious check. On Friday, Denito Yelvington was arrested during an investigation that was discovered that he was also cashing fraudulent checks. The Nye County Sheriff's Office Street Crime Units observed a vehicle leaving Lake's residence on Saturday and conducted a traffic stop. Inside the vehicle was a 41-year-old by the name of Christopher Biddy and 30-year-old David Barger. Inside the home, detectives found evidence of an elaborate identity theft scheme being operated. They also found numerous stolen documents and other property that were discovered from several previously unsolved and frauds involving numerous local victims and businesses. Arrested was Christopher Biddy, David Barger, Diane Lake, and Denito Yelvington. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And deputies responded to a two-vehicle accident Friday night on the south end of town. A two-vehicle accident occurred on Friday night on the south end of town. Both vehicles sustained minor damage. All occupants declined to be transported to local medical facilities. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the cause of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And a rear-end collision occurred Saturday morning on Dandelion Street. A two-vehicle accident occurred on Dandelion on Saturday morning. Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Nye County Auxiliary units arrived on scene, along with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. All occupants of both vehicles were checked out on scene and declined to be transported to local medical facilities. Nye County Sheriff's Office Auxiliary units diverted traffic around the accident while deputies investigated the cause. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And your Desert View Hospital health tip after the break.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Older adults who lose their mobility are at higher risk for being hospitalized, illness, and losing the independence to live on their own. A new study examined whether sedentary older adults who participated in a structured moderate physical activity program could prevent or delay losing their mobility.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
Mildred Johnson is 83 and Brian Ainsworth is 77. Both different people before they really began to move.
You get to the point to where you're comfortable with doing nothing.
I guess I was a kind of couch potato beforehand.
Dr. Marco Pajor from the University of Florida Gainesville and co-authors enrolled more than 1,600 patients ages 70 to 89 at 8 centers around the country. All were at high risk of becoming unable to walk without assistance. For 2.5 years, one group was randomly assigned to participate in a structured physical activity program.
Guys are looking great.
This involved walking, resistance, flexibility, and stretching exercises.
We didn't require any special equipment to perform this program so that it could be applied anywhere in any environment.
When I started walking here, it was like a 30-minute walk, and within a few months I was up to an hour.
Most of my friends and relatives are in their 80s. I am the only one in the group who is not using a cane right now.
The other group attended health-related workshops and did upper body stretching.
The physical activity group experienced the 18% reduction in major mobility disability risk. Physical activity as a structured program can avert or delay major mobility disability more efficiently than a health education program.
Both Mildred and Brian, along with the rest of their group, say besides making new friends, they now understand how important staying active really is.
It's given me more purpose. I'm doing a lot of things that I didn't do 4 years ago.
I just want to keep mobile, moving the way I am. It not only helps your body, it helps your frame of mind too.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Researchers say more than 40% of the participants did experience a serious adverse event, which primarily consisted of overnight hospitalizations. An investigation is underway after a canine competitor died the day after taking part in Crufts, one of the world's most prestigious dog shows. An autopsy indicates he was poisoned. 3-year-old Irish setter Thindara Satisfaction, known to his owners as Jagger, took second prize in his class at the event in Birmingham, Central England on Thursday. After the dog came home, he became very ill. Jagger died shortly after. When the vet carried out an autopsy, he found pieces of beef that had been stitched together so that the poison didn't come out. This is the first time the Kennel Club has seen anything like this since they began Crufts back in 1891. The Silver State Chili Cook-Off was held at Petrick Park over the weekend. We caught up with organizer Ron Fraser.
We've gone through about 7,500 samplings, and which is about 50% over last year's numbers. So we've had a lot of people. We've been entertained all day by Lynn Peterson and the Fat Cats. We've had a lot of vendors here and a lot of local cooks. We've probably got about 36 cooks today, and the ICS, of course, is cooking right now. They'll be finished at 3 o'clock today, and then they'll be judged. And after the judging, they get the awards. So we've just been an exciting day. A lot of people showed up. We had some celebrities here with the ICS. And of course, it's all going to a good cause, which is No to Abuse. And it's used to fund the programs that we don't get grant money for.
This is a sanctioned cook-off, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's been for 2 years. Well, the first year we were a divisional, then we were a regional, and now we're a regional again. And in order to become a regional, you have to have 20 people 2 years in a row. And so now we'll retain that. And even if we fall below 20, then we still qualify as a divisional for that year.
And what does that mean to the layman?
Well, that means the cook from here, the winner from here goes on to World. So they get $1,000 cash prize from us, and then at World they got a chance to win $25,000.
So can that qualify the regular local cooks too?
No, you have to be a member of the International Chili Society, which is a $50 membership, and they have about 4,000 cooks nationally.
Yeah. So if any of the local ones want to join for next year, they would need to get entered into the International Chili Society so that they could possibly compete.
Yes, and then they have to cook on site, and they can't use beans. For the locals, we can use beans.
And there's different categories as well as salsa.
Yes, there is. There's chili verde, which is a green chili, and then there's a salsa. And both of those qualifiers, you know, the winners in those categories also go on to World. And I think I heard we had 14 competing in salsa and 20 in green chili verde.
This event was so well attended today and also featured a car show. How can people get involved with No to Abuse to help donate, which is such a worthwhile cause?
They can call 751-1118 and just let them know they want to volunteer.
And if you need help from No to Abuse, you can call that same number. The Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce partnered with Valley's Edge to cut a ribbon for their grand opening Saturday morning on Belle Vista.
Hi, this is Sally Kerr from the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. We're here today at the grand opening of the Valley's Edge Country Store with Carrie Jubinski and the Kevin Coleman family. Truly a family affair this morning. This is a beautiful store. If you get a chance to come down and take a look, gift items for any pet you have, big animals, small animals. We're grateful to be here. What a great morning. So with all of that, go ahead and cut the ribbon.
Well, we were very blessed to be here today, and what we did is Chamber was kind enough to come and join our grand opening with our ribbon cutting, and what we did today with the grand opening was had a festive affair with all sorts of vendors and suppliers, free food for everyone to give back to the community. We're here because of the community.
And this is a really just like a fair going on here with animals and everything. Kevin, you up there cooking?
Yeah, she's got me behind the grill, just like a woman, you know, put the guy behind the grill.
You're doing a good job.
I'm enjoying it.
So, got animals out here. You even have Matt Reeves up there?
Yes, we do. We brought in the Reeves brothers, and we're enjoying the great music from them. And we have, like I said, wonderful suppliers and beautiful animals. It is truly a family affair. We have sales going on, and again, it's all for the community.
So, what does it mean to you to join the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce?
To be a part of the community again. We're here to be supportive, and anything that we can do to give back, and in the Chamber's support for us as well, it just makes everything work as we work as a team.
Tell me what you have inside the store here.
My goodness, a little bit of everything. We've got an eclectic collection. It's like a western town inside. We have a general store. We have an antique and collectible area. We have feeds for every type of animal you can imagine. We have gift items, so you don't have to have an animal to come join us. It's a destination spot.
Wonderful. And then right up here at the end of Belle Vista?
Right at the top of Belle Vista at the edge of the valley.
And that's why we're called Valley?
Beat you to it.
There you go. So what time are you guys open?
8 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday. And we are at 4779 West Belle Vista Avenue.
Both of those events, the chili cook-off and the ribbon cutting, were so much fun over this weekend. And I got to tell you, that's the first time I've seen a water buffalo. I think his name was Ralph. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weekend sports with Courtney Salmon.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. Pahrump Valley High School baseball traveled this weekend to El Dorado High School in Las Vegas to compete in the Sun Devil Invitational. The Trojans played 5 games. They beat Lincoln County 14-3, tied Tech 5-5, beat Canyon Springs 10-0, and played Tech again and beat them 5-4. This got them to the championship game of the tournament, where they played Mojave and lost 9-0. They played Virgin Valley today at Pahrump Valley High School at 2 p.m. and then will play another home game Wednesday against Western starting at 3:30. The softball team also played at Pahrump Valley High School today. It was a doubleheader against Virgin Valley. It started at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. The softball team will then travel to the Colorado River Invitational in Needles, California, starting Thursday, where they will play at least 3 games. PVHS Boys Golf played their first match of the season on Thursday at Mountain Falls. Pahrump came in second place with a team score of 452. They were beat by Needles, who scored 441. The low individual score for Pahrump was Austin Ansel with an 82. The lowest score of the match was a 79. They will have an invitational meet this Thursday at Mountain Falls. Also attending this match will be Arborview and Green Valley. PVHS boys and girls track and field travel to Western tomorrow to compete in their first conference track meet. Other schools participating will be Desert Pines, Moapa Valley, and Western. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway was packed this weekend as NASCAR came to Las Vegas for the Cobalt 400. Winning the race after starting in 18th was Kevin Harvick. Harvick has finished either first or second in his last 6 races. NASCAR travels to Phoenix, Arizona for their next race. With his first victory in 2015, Fabiano Vera earned 515 points toward world standings in Fresno, California. Vera covered the bull breakdown for 88.25 score in the championship round. Next weekend in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, on Sunday, March 14th, the championship event will be shown on CBS Sports Network at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Fans can also watch all 3 events live on pbr.com/live. This has been Weekend Sports. I'm Courtney Salmon with News 46.
Thanks so much, Courtney. Fitness for 10 has so many amenities for any person, no matter your level of activity, medical issues, age, or weight. Darby and I decided to get fit using their peak performance personal training and nutrition program. Darby has graciously allowed us to bring our cameras in and record her weekly progress for the next 12 weeks with the help of personal trainer and nutritionist RJ Lloyd and Joe Hayden.
RJ's my nutritionist and Joe's my physical trainer.
What does the program look like right now?
I have to stay at 1,600 calories a day for 12 weeks to lose about 3 pounds a week.
He measured you. He did different question and answers, found out all the, the intake information that they need to put you on a personalized program.
Yep, he goes into really great detail about it.
So is it going to mix we're talking about weight training and cardiovascular?
Well, when I'm with Joe, we are going to mainly focus on weights because he wants to show me how to do it so I don't injure myself. And then he also is going to be there because he knows that if he wasn't there, I probably wouldn't do it. And then during the weekdays when I continue to come every single day, I have to do cardio on my own.
We specialize in strength training, weight loss, muscle gain, whatever needs of the client. Rehabilitation. There's a lot of clients we have come in that just come straight from rehab, and they want to continue on their journey of fitness. So they might have some disabilities that need to be addressed and worked on.
So you're working with Darby today, and you did kind of an intake. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, basically the intake is kind of just getting her starter point. Get her weights, her inches, her measurements, her body fat percentages, to give her, that way she knows what's going on. And then we did a caloric intake. That way she knows what to put in her body, how much calories to put in her body, how much not to put in, good fats, bad fats, proteins, vegetables, all that kind of stuff to mix in her daily eating lifestyle. I don't really call it a diet because eating is a lifestyle change, and that's something that you're going to do, your whole life basically. And once you start eating right, eating healthy, it's just going to be a regular thing that's going to happen.
We basically started, we worked her lower body, we worked her quads, her hamstrings, and her calves a little bit, and then we moved on to her shoulders, and we worked her abs a little today also.
So you're trying to get the whole body going on?
Basically, we're breaking it down a little bit. We're trying to get more than just one section of the body so she can kind of tone up a little more, hit more areas, burn some extra calories.
So this is going to increase, isn't it? You're going to start out low, and then you're going to have really the level is going to increase over time.
Absolutely. We started off at like a beginning level, and then we're going to move on intermediate, get more advanced as we go on, try some different techniques, different stuff that will help her reach her goals.
How do you know when you're doing an intake on a client what would most fit their needs?
Basically, we kind of talk to them. I get to know them, kind of see what they're looking for, and then when we start the workout, I kind of base it off of that. If they're struggling a lot, we might lower the weight. If they're doing it easy enough, we'll raise the weight, add some more reps to it, whatever it takes to make them feel it.
Tell me about the complaints and the motivation that goes on here. I bet you hear a lot of it.
Yeah, I hear a lot of complaints sometimes, too many reps, too much weight, but at the end of the day, they feel better than when they started, so it's well worth it.
Thanks so much for doing that, Darby. If you would like to join us on our venture, and we hope that you do, you can call Fitness for 10 at 751-6683 and tell them Darby sent you. Nye County Public Works spoke at the Board of County Commissioners meeting concerning the current roads project on Mans and its progress.
Much as I don't like to say it, we got delayed by rain. As you can see, we were supposed to start paving on the 25th, and we got the rain on that Monday. It rained all day. Then we rescheduled for today. They were supposed to start paving, and it rained all day yesterday down there. So now tentatively we're scheduled to start paving Friday in the Homestead and Mance intersection and start moving our way east on Mance. So barring any weather, it looks good at this point.
Time frame for that to be complete, do you think?
15, 20 days of paving.
15 to 20 days.
Your weather and announcements when we return.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, March 9th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 75 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 69 degrees, so it was definitely warmer outside than it usually is around this time of year. Winds were coming from the northeast today at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 13 miles per hour, so we had some moderate to high winds outside. The UV index today was 5, which is moderate. Humidity was at 13% today. Sunrise was at 7:04 this morning, and the record high back in 1989 was 87 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 43 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 48 degrees. Winds will be coming from the northeast this evening at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 13 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 37%. Sunset, it will be around 6:46 this evening, and the record low back in 1964 was 27 degrees. Well, tomorrow we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 23%. Sunrise will be at 7:03 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 5, which is moderate. 4-hour, 7-day forecast. Again, we'll see some clouds starting to roll in tomorrow. We can be expecting cloudy skies this Wednesday. Those clouds should be clearing up. We can have sunny skies around this Friday, but those clouds should be rolling back in. We can be expecting partly cloudy skies through the beginning of next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the mid-70s, and that'll be going up towards the low 80s around this weekend, so those temperatures will definitely be rising as we head through the end of this week. Your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern. It'll be starting off in the high 40s. That'll be going up into the low 50s as we get into this weekend.
Thanks, Noah. That's some crazy weather there, getting up into 83s by the end of the week. Well, we only have time for one announcement. St. Patrick's Day Dance will be held at the Prump Senior Center from 6 until 10 p.m. this Saturday, March 14th. The tickets are $10 per person. To get your tickets, call 727-5008. And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here at KPVM-TV and, of course, out there on the radio, 95.9 KA's Country. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.